So you may have heard about storm surge or water rise within a hurricane, but what exactly is this and how does it happen? We'll take a look and visualize storm surge that could be happening from this hurricane heading to Florida. Here we go, a house on the beach. Yes, we've got the winds blowing in the hurricane, and normally our sea level is down here. The house is all the way up here. We got some waves battering the coastline, but still the house is okay. But when we're talking about a hurricane, a large hurricane as large as Irma, it's pushing a wall of water in front of it right up against the coast and the beach and your house. And this leads to a water rise itself on top of those waves. We get to a 3-foot water rise, and this house seems to still be okay. But we talk about the storm surge rising to 6 feet and then 12 feet. And now this 2-story home is completely underwater. What can happen with storm surge that large? Well, with large areas covered in deep water, moving water, you're going to end up with damage to your homes and to your cars. We're talking about structural damage to homes or buildings washed away altogether that are not completely secured to the ground. Large sections of roads can end up being washed out afterwards. And also, marinas, docks, and piers can be totally wiped out. Now, with the case of Irma, which is currently moving towards Florida right now, we've got counterclockwise winds around the center of Irma. So what's going to happen is as Irma pushes its way north right up the coast, the worst storm surge will also be pushed right up the coast. So rather than seeing the worst storm surge on the eastern shore of Florida, it's going to be the west coast side, right up the Gulf. So who gets the worst of it? From the Everglades up to Bonita Springs, Naples, Fort Myers, even the Tampa area will get significant storm surge. We're talking about storm surge that could be in excess of 15 feet at times. Can you imagine that? 2-story house is not going to cut it in that. That's for the Everglades. Over into Naples area, Fort Myers, Sanibel Island, the same areas that got hit really hard from Charlie back in 2004. Moving further up the coastline from Fort Myers up to Tampa, still significant storm surge. In fact, in parts of the Tampa Bay area, they could see storm surge pushing 10 feet.